damage.
Yeah.
I've got like spiders living on my bike. We're just trying to see what you can do today. I might have just blew the bike up.
So, it's pretty safe to say nobody's gonna help me. It's gonna take me a long time to walk this thing back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I wish I was recording literally 5 seconds ago because we just got passed by a Hayabusa that was easily doing at least 100 because we're doing 85. Today we are on our way to pick up a new bike. As long as everything goes well, I'm gonna try to test drive it. As long as it starts, that's all I care about. It's the engine that we're getting because we're finally doing the manual swap on Clio, paying 250 bucks for it. We're gonna try to squeeze it in the back of the car. Double check the address to make sure it was an actual house and yeah, not some like random back alley or something like that. It's an actual house. All right, I'm gonna text this dude and see you guys there. All right, guys, so the dude was actually very friendly. It started and idled for a split second. The carburetor's pretty dirty and the fuel line's really bad. But I have some new fuel line and I can get that cleaned pretty easily. But it definitely did run. The bike itself isn't that important to me. That front end looks nice, but it's a little shorter than I was hoping. Maybe we'll still use the front wheel. He said the chain keeps popping off. I'm pretty sure that's just because that back wheel's not aligned at all. But yeah, we're just using the motor out of it anyway. And it's nice. We got a little dirty getting it in the car. It smells bad. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, it smells really bad and it just smells like gas and oil, but I told her I'll clean the car. This is my birthday gift. My birthday is in, what, 2 days? So this is my birthday gift from Kara and myself and from you guys for making me want to do this. I can't really say that you support me through it, but YouTube doesn't pay me yet, so it's not paying for itself yet. But I do want to thank you guys for making this a dream still, because without YouTube I would not be doing the stuff that I do today, and I love the stuff that I do today even if it's financially irresponsible. So it's like between a 125 and like a 200. It has an electric start, but there's no battery or anything to use it for, so that kind of sucks. And there's no brakes, which also sucks. It's kind of a piece of shit, I'm not gonna lie, but I only paid 250 bucks for it. It's a running bike basically. It's just the carb really needs cleaned out. I just rode it for like a split second, bump starting it. It looks like they put a bigger sprocket on it in the front too. So this thing's probably pretty fast, pretty torquey, but I'm too exhausted to do anything right this second. When it gets a little darker out, I'm gonna come out here and do all that stuff to it. And yeah, see if I can get it going, but it's honestly a decent bike. It's a decent steel. I kind of wish I wasn't gonna rip the motor out of it, because that would be a really fun little pit bike to run around on. But to get all the brakes and pegs and suspension, wheels, all that stuff that I would need to get this thing running right, or running safely, it's just not a good investment. I just blew the last of my paycheck on that thing. It's only 250 bucks, but the last of my paycheck. I get paid again this week. But yeah, no more money being spent for a little while because I still gotta pay my rent. So there's a lot of different things that we could be doing right now to be preparing the bikes, both of them, for our engine swap. But instead of doing that, the goal is to basically ride the pit bike as is, just to make sure that this motor can actually hold our weight, because we do not want to start tearing apart the mini bike until we know that this motor can actually ride. Because like, I know it runs, I know it will run, but we need to make sure it can actually ride under my weight and under the bike's weight. And as long as it does that, then honestly probably within the next 2 days we're gonna get started on this engine swap. One cool thing about it, I have it laying on its side right now, on the shifter side, but it actually has the electric start and stuff. So I could get a wiring harness for this and hook up with an electric start, which is pretty dope, because I never had an electric start. I wasn't planning on getting an electric start when I was gonna do the engine swap, but pretty sick that it has the option. So yeah, right now we're gonna try to take the carb off of this one, and that basically switch the carbs and the throttles, because theoretically that's all we should need to do to get this up and running. Now this doesn't have any brakes, so I will not be riding this anywhere other than up and down our driveway, but the goal is to get at least a little putt around with it, because I did I bump started it, and it took me about the entire length of the driveway to get it there. But it did start, and I turned around and I started coming up a little bit. It is torquey, don't get me wrong. It's a 4-stroke. It's definitely in the 125 to like 150 class, I'm thinking. I'm gonna say like 150, 185. I haven't looked around to see if I could see the CC on it, but it looks like one of those Amazon 200s that I was gonna put in it. So it's definitely up there, but I don't know. It's a single cylinder vertical engine, so like, it's not that big. It fits in this pit bike really well, so I mean, who knows. Now this guy, in his listing, he did say he thinks this might be stolen. I don't know where he got it from, and I didn't ask him any questions. This kid honestly was probably younger than me, so like, I don't know, dude. I trusted him. I was like, listen, like, as long as it even just gives me a little putt and then shuts off, I know I can get it running, I'll take it. I'm really hoping the exhaust doesn't give us a problem when we do go to do a test fit on this. Okay, so I'm running out of light here, but I'm struggling to take off my throttle because it's stripped to hell and back. Nothing I have will fit in there, so I'm gonna have to find a way to grind into that and to make them flatheads, and then I'll just swap them out with the nice ones that are in that throttle, because they look to be the same size. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pedal bike brake and I'm going to use it as like a throttle. So instead of like a thumb throttle or a twist throttle, it'll be a pull throttle. It's an idea I had back when I was still using the crappy plastic throttle on Cletus. So it didn't work back then, but it might work now with that. We're gonna find out. But yeah, the carb came off. It was only held real easy. It was full of gas, even though it looked like it wasn't getting that much gas. So I'm assuming it's just something else is clogged in there, or it could have just been not starting because of the fact that it wasn't mounted the whole way. I don't know. I'm still just gonna try to switch it over, because I feel like that's a safer bet than just trying to fuck with that. But once again, I am running out of daylight, so I'm gonna drop it. But I'm gonna do all this stuff as quick as I can and see if I can't get this thing started. So I think I discovered the solution to the carburetor issue. I don't think it's the carburetor at all. I think I mentioned this already, but the intake boot was missing a bolt. I tried to put this little stud in there. It's the hole stripped out. So I'm going to try to force a larger bolt into it and basically just force thread it. Don't do that ever. But I don't have a tap and die kit, so I cannot tap this. I'm pretty sure if I just put the old carburetor back on and I fix that boot, this thing will start right up. But just in case, I am checking the spark plug, and as you can see, it's real dirty. Like, like real dirty. So we're gonna see how good this spark is, and if it's not that good, we're gonna try to file it a little bit. Oh yeah. So that is most definitely getting spark. Jesus. So let's just spent like an hour and a half trying to find this little screw, and I just found the proper one laying on the ground beside me. So as far as I can tell, we got spark, we got compression, we got gas. So got some starter fluid. We're gonna see if that works because it keeps trying to start. Okay, so we actually just took this thing for a little ride. I don't think that chain's the right size. I hit like 4th gear on it when it popped. Trying to get it to start, I broke the Kickstarter, so I'm thinking just the Kickstarter gear is like wearing out or something. I have been bump starting it and it's working out pretty well. It's smoking a lot. I don't know if the rings are bad or if it's just because there's like a leak in the boot of the carburetor or something. Now I really just want to like swap it already, but it's gonna be a lot of work. I need to be able to take that to work tomorrow. So I'd have to spend basically all day getting this swapped. And I gotta let it cool down first to start because it's hot as fuck, but it shouldn't be a hard swap. I don't know, I'm debating it. I have other stuff to do. We are celebrating my birthday today. I've been out here basically all day. Compared to what my bike runs, it actually kind of rides, like, it doesn't run as good, but it rides better. Installed and running, so we just have to tidy up some things, order a new kickstart, and put a chain on it and see if she rides. Okay, so I have spent weeks engine swapping the bike to the 125, then I blew up the 125, and then I spent even longer trying to engine swap it with the 150/200 pit bike, and I completed the engine swap and it runs, but my problem is this, and we're gonna see how quick it starts. We have one really big problem. That's a really big problem, and it gets worse. See, I think it might just be oil, but like from me moving the engine around. yeah, so I don't know if it's just burning oil, which is what it looks like, or if the rings are going in it. Because like it smokes like a motherfucker, obviously, but it sounds like it's running perfectly fine. Like it sounds like obviously it's running better than when I got it. And I don't know what to do about it because I'm not a professional and I'm really scared to try to run it because one, I don't want it to blow up between my legs. And two, I also ride this thing to work, so I don't want it to blow up on my way to work or on my way home and me not be able to get to work or get home. So yeah, if anyone's selling like an XR 200 or something for real cheap, I'll buy it. Cause I need something to ride to work. I don't know if this is gonna be okay. So yeah.